Hey guys, welcome to Motoroids, the place where you get no nonsense, in-depth analysis of cars and bikes. And as you can see, we are at the media drives of the Triumph Speed 400, but not of the Scrambler 400. It's here only for the display, but I thought I'll take this opportunity and let you know as to what are the differences between these two motorcycles. Now, as you can see, in the very first look, the Scrambler 400X looks like a bigger motorcycle, and the reason for that is that the wheelbase here is more, and while the mechanicals, the chassis and everything else is the same, the rake angle and the trail is a little different. So the wheelbase here is more, and the suspension travel here is also more. So while you have 150 suspension travel both front and back on the Scrambler 400X, on the Speed you have 140 front and 130 rear suspension travel. So in effect, the Scrambler 400X looks slightly bigger than the Speed 400. Now apart from that, there are many other changes as well, and the ground clearance here, this being a Scrambler, is a lot more than the Speed 400. This panel here, along with this plate, is different from what you have there on the Speed 400. The seat, as you can see here, is very different. It's a ribbed seat, and also it's a two-piece seat. The grab bar here is also different from what you have there on the Speed 400. So as you can see, this panel here is different, this branding is different, and the seat also, along with the grab rail, is different as compared to the Scrambler. Now, the engines on both the motorcycles are not just the same, they are also similarly tuned, but the sprocketing is a little different. The wheel size here up front is a 19-incher, and at the rear you have a 17-incher, while on the Speed 400 you have 17-inch wheels both up front and at the rear. You have block pattern tires on the Scrambler for some off-road capability, but on the Speed 400 you have road tires. Not just that, the rear tire on the Speed 400 is a 150 section as opposed to a 140 section tire on the Scrambler. So the tire on the Scrambler is slightly narrower as well. The mechanicals, as I mentioned, are all the same. The suspension at the rear, apart from the travel, is the same. It's 10-step adjustable. Now if you look closely, you'll see a big difference, and it's about the ABS. Now before we talk about that, just have a look at how I'm sitting on this motorcycle. I cannot put my heels down into the ground. I'll show you how it looks when I'm sitting on the Speed 400 as well, but for now I'll show you something that you won't get on the Speed 400. Alright, so you get to turn the rear ABS off on this one, and right now as you can see it's off-road, and you just have to press this button and it's now on. So now it's on, and once you long press it again, it goes to the off-road mode, which is a supermoto mode. So this is one feature that you'll get only on the Scrambler, not on the Speed 400. And traction control on and off is available on both the motorcycles. Instrument console is the same on both the motorcycles. The handlebar position is a little different on this motorcycle. The switch gear is exactly the same. And now it's time for me to show you how I look while I'm seated on the Speed 400. So unlike the Scrambler 400X, I can easily dig my heels into the ground right here, and it's a huge difference. The seat is narrow as well, and despite the 790 seat height, the shorter ones amongst you will also be able to sit on the Speed 400. The exhaust here is upswept, but there you get a double barrel exhaust, and the exhaust sound is more or less the same. I'm going to fire both the motorcycles and you'll be able to figure out as to what is the difference. I don't think there is much of a difference, but I'd fire it up in any case. Now the difference is also in terms of the weight. This motorcycle weighs more than the Speed 400 for obvious reasons. The wheel size up front is bigger, so that adds to the weight. Also the design of the wheels, if you look closely, the design of the wheels on this motorcycle as opposed to the one on the Speed 400 is different. So that again is a difference. The handlebar here is finished in silver, while there you have it in black. And you have this brace here. The mirrors are designed differently. While the mirrors there are on the bar ends, you also have knuckle guards here, which are absent on the Speed 100. Apart from that, on the tank itself, you have this plastic panel which will protect the tank when you're saddling it. And when I'm talking about saddling, you also should be aware of these teeths on the foot peg. You can remove the rubber panel here and you can ride the pegs better for better grip. So that again is a change between the two motorcycles. Apart from that, one more difference that you do well to identify is that the brake pedal on this one is also different. It offers you better grip, while there you have a better looking but not so grippy brake pedal. So all of those are the differences. In terms of sprocketing, they will be a little bit different, but the engines on both the motorcycles are the same. The price of this motorcycle by the time you go to buy it would be 2.33 lakh rupees ex showroom, because the inaugural price of 2.23 lakh rupees was there only for the first 10,000 customers. 10,000 bookings are already there. One last change that you'd probably do well to know about is this protection that you have for the headlight. So these are the changes. This motorcycle has not been launched yet. Oh, one more thing. The brackets for the headlamp are also different on this one. Now, this motorcycle, the Scrambler 400X, will be introduced in October, and I'll be able to give you a very detailed review of this motorcycle once I ride it in October. But which of the two I like more? Well, I think for me personally, the Scrambler makes more sense because it's a more versatile motorcycle. I like going off the road as well. And before I finish this video off, let me just fire the two motorcycles and you can listen to the exhaust in succession so that you can make out as to if there is any difference. You go with the mic. And let's listen to the exhaust of the Speed 400 as well. I really hope that this video was of some use to you. You found it interesting, and if you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe to Motoroids, and until next time, this is Amit Changani signing off. Rev hard, rev free, and ride safe.